Fabrizio Romano shares what his sources are now saying about Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool. Despite Liverpool beating Inter Milan, Arne Slot's job is still not totally safe. The Reds' season has not gone to plan whatsoever, with their terrible run of form leaving Slot's future very much up in the air. The Mohamed Salah situation certainly has not helped the issue, but Liverpool's win against Inter will have at least eased the pressure for now. Join our newsletter for news and smart analysis. Who was your man of the match during Liverpool's brilliant 1-0 win over Inter Milan? Many names are still being linked with the job, though, and former Reds boss Jurgen Klopp is one of those despite being out of management since departing Anfield. Whether it would happen or not is another scenario in itself, but Fabrizio Romano's latest update makes it pretty clear which way the German is leaning. Liverpool fans seem to be backing Slot at this moment in time, especially after that Inter result, but if they cannot find some consistency, then this could quickly change. Most would welcome Klopp back with open arms, however, with the German one of the greatest managers they have ever had. His love for Liverpool is unwavering as well, suggesting that he would be open to a return if he was asked, although Romano's sources indicate otherwise. Jurgen Klopp, guys, at the moment, I'm not receiving any indication of contacts, discussions, or talks with Liverpool over a potential return. Zero at the moment, he said on his YouTube channel. Jurgen Klopp is said by sources to be happy with his role at Red Bull. So focused on his role at Red Bull, then at the moment, still zero indications about any contact, any call from Liverpool over a potential return to the club. Xabi Alonso feels more likely to be the next Liverpool manager than Jurgen Klopp. What do you think needs to happen to sort the Mohamed Salah situation out? If Slot were to be sacked, it would likely not be until the new year anyway, or at least until a big market opportunity arises. This could come up soon, though, as Xabi Alonso might be sacked by Real Madrid if results do not improve quickly, suggesting they could swoop in. He was their top target before Slot joined, but they could not persuade him to join over the Spanish giants, but his connection with Liverpool could make them frontrunners. Klopp is also unlikely to leave his role at Red Bull, and going back to him does not feel very progressive, suggesting Alonso is the best option to go for.
Salah-less Liverpool edge Inter as Chelsea suffer shock defeat to Atalanta. Liverpool and Barcelona strengthened their Champions League push on a night of high drama, while Chelsea slipped further into trouble. Big wins, late twists, and rising pressure reshaped the race for the top 8. Liverpool proved they can still grind out European results without Mohamed Salah, sealing a vital 1-0 win over Inter Milan at San Siro to steady their Champions League campaign. With Salah left out after his public fallout with head coach Arne Slot, it was Dominik Szoboszlai who took responsibility from the spot, burying an 88th-minute penalty to lift Liverpool back toward the top 8 in the league phase. Arsenal handed double injury scare before Club Brugge clash as William Saliba training update revealed. Arsenal have been dealt a new double fitness scare ahead of Wednesday's Champions League encounter with Club Brugge. The Gunners will almost certainly qualify for the last 16 of the competition, with all 3 points at the Jan Breidel Stadium, having obtained a perfect 15 from 15 in the league phase so far. Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, Athletic Bilbao, Olympiacos and Slavia Prague have all fallen to the superiority of Mikel Arteta's side in Europe, and the Premier League leaders are already guaranteed to make it through to the knockout round playoffs at the very worst. The Spaniard may therefore be tempted to rest and rotate on Wednesday night, when he will definitely be without the trio of Kai Havertz, knee, Gabriel Magalhaes, thigh, and Christian Mosquera, ankle, due to injury. Meanwhile, Gabriel Jesus has not been called up to the league phase squad despite Mosquera's problem, and Arteta may also be missing another 2 experienced players for the matchday 6 encounter. Declan Rice, Leandro Trossard miss Arsenal training before Club Brugge. As is tradition before Champions League matches, Arsenal hosted the media for the first part of their training session on Tuesday afternoon, but Declan Rice and Leandro Trossard were not present. Rice completed the full 90 minutes in Saturday's 2-1 Premier League loss to Aston Villa, although he did sustain a small calf issue in the 2-0 home win against Brentford a few days prior. Meanwhile, Trossard was brought on at half-time against Villa after recovering from a muscle injury, but he was then withdrawn himself after scoring Arsenal's equaliser in the West Midlands. The Belgium international became just the third Arsenal player to be substituted on, score, and then substituted off in the same Premier League game after Nicolas Bendtner against Cardiff City in 2014 and Cesc Fabregas against Aston Villa in 2009. Arteta explained that Trossard's load had to be managed in the wake of his premature change, and the Gunners' boss was also missing William Saliba in training on Tuesday. The Frenchman has been unavailable for Arsenal's last 3 games due to a knock. However, Arsenal did receive one boost in the shape of Riccardo Calafiori, who was out alongside his teammates after being filmed limping away from the Villa Park pitch at the weekend. What changes can Mikel Arteta make for Club Brugge versus Arsenal? Calafiori may be given the nod at left-back or centre-back on Tuesday, given that he is suspended for this weekend's Premier League clash with Wolverhampton Wanderers. The latter scenario would allow Arteta to rest Piero Hincapié and bring in Miles Lewis-Skelly. Trossard was never likely to make the first XA anyway, but Gabriel Martinelli is a candidate to replace Eberechi Eze, while Victor Gyökeres and Noni Madueke are primed for attacking starts too. Rice's concern may lead to Mikel Merino dropping into the left 8 role, and the time is also nigh for Arteta to rest Martin Zubimendi and draft Christian Norgard into the first debats. The seldom-seen Ethan Nwaneri should also be vying for a start on Wednesday night when Arsenal take on a Club Brugge side who have just sacked head coach Nicky Hayen. Liverpool, Mo Salah posts childish social media post as he offers himself to 3 dream destinations. Mohamed Salah during a Premier League match. Mohamed Salah has issued a childish response to being omitted from Liverpool's squad to face Inter Milan in the Champions League group stages. Salah has doubled down after spitting his dummy out in a remarkable interview following Liverpool's 3-3 draw against Leeds United. The veteran forward hit out at Liverpool and head coach Arne Slot after being named on the bench for 3 consecutive Premier League matches and being an unused substitute in 2 of these games. In response, Liverpool Chiefs have sided with Slot, with the forward removed from the travelling squad, to face Inter Milan in the Champions League on Tuesday night. Slot commented on Salah's situation on Monday evening, saying, "We let him know that he's not travelling with us, so that was the only communication that there has been from us to him." He added, "Of course, before Saturday, the 2 of us have spoken a lot, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. That's not the way I feel that relationship has broken down, but he has the right to feel how he feels things. I haven't felt that at all until Saturday evening for sure. When I didn't play him, usually players don't like the manager that much, but he was very respectful to my staff, to his teammates, and he trained really hard. So to an extent, it was a surprise to me when I heard after the game that he gave the comments that he gave. Like I said, it's not the first time and won't be the last time that when a player doesn't play, that he says something similar to what he did. My reaction to that is also clear. He isn't here tonight." So with Slot and the rest of Liverpool's squad preparing for Tuesday's match in Milan, Salah has been left to train alone at the club's training ground, and he has childishly opted to share this on social media. This is his first post on X since the middle of November, and it surely edges him closer to an exit, with a report from Spanish outlet Fichajes claiming he has offered himself to 3 dream destinations. The report claims the player has already offered himself to 3 giant clubs where he would be delighted to continue his career: Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Bayern Munich. And among these options, some destinations seem more viable than others. Everything you need to know as Mohamed Salah arrives at training. Today is a big day for the Liverpool star after bust-up with Arne Slot. Mohamed Salah squad announcement. This is everything you need to know. Having played just 45 minutes in their last 3 games, Salah was seemingly furious and let it all out during an explosive interview after Liverpool's 3-3 draw with Leeds United. Salah said, "It's kind of funny, I couldn't believe it. It's a disappointing result for us as a team. We conceded silly goals. I could not help my teammates because I am on the bench. I could not believe I was sitting on the bench for 90 minutes. That's the 3rd time. It's the first time in my career, I think. I am very disappointed. I have done so much for this club over years. Especially last season. It seems like the club has thrown me under the bus. Speculation then ramped up about the Egyptian's future after he said, "I'm just going to be at Anfield and say goodbye to the fans before the African Cup of Nations because I don't know what is going to happen when I am there." Salah has played 71 times under the head coach, scoring 39 times and assisting 26 times across all competitions, impressing particularly in the title win last season. Arne has not yet responded to Salah's comments, but is expected to be questioned over the incident in a press conference today. Salah was spotted at the training ground yesterday, but did not offer any further comments. Football legends like Stan Collymore have offered their opinions on the matter. He said, "One thing remains constant, perhaps more than at any other English club. It's always the club first and last. Players and managers add their DNA to the club, but the club trumps the individual." Liverpool face Inter Milan tomorrow night, so the traveling group is expected to be named this afternoon ahead of Slott's press conference in Italy later today. Rasmus Hojland makes Napoli impact after Manchester United loan move admission. Rasmus Hojland stole the show for Napoli as the Manchester United forward fired home a brace in a 2-1 win against Juventus in Serie A on Sunday. Rasmus Hojland celebrates after scoring for Napoli against Juventus. Manchester United forward Rasmus Hojland ended his 8-game goal drought as he scored twice for Napoli during their 2-1 win against Juventus on Sunday night. Hojland, 22, joined Napoli on loan with an obligation to buy in the summer. The Dane is set to sign for Antonio Conte's side in a $38 million permanent deal in 2026, should the Italian club secure a Champions League spot. Having made a fast start to life in Naples, Hojland's form looked to have endured a drastic drop-off. Indeed, the United man had scored just 4 times in 13 appearances going into the game against Juventus. That included a run of no goal in 8, but Hojland's fortunes changed when Napoli took on Juve. After producing a couple of impressive performances in Serie A to help his side beat Atalanta and Roma, grabbing an assist in each, he netted a brace as Napoli moved above Inter Milan and to the top of the table. Hojland's first came in the 7th minute. David Neres whipped an inviting cross into the box, and Hojland escaped past his marker before guiding the ball into the back of the net. After Kenan Yildiz had equalized for Juventus, Hojland put Napoli back in front in the 78th minute. He headed the ball home from close range after Weston McKennie knocked it into his path. The ex-Atalanta man now has 10 goals and 3 assists in all competitions this season. Hojland's double came just a week after he made it clear that team success with Napoli is his top priority. "Obviously, I'd like to score a lot of goals again and start doing so soon, but it's important to always contribute to the team, and I'm happy to help," he said, after Napoli beat Roma last Sunday. "I try my best to be useful. I consider myself a team player. Winning is more important than scoring goals." Rasmus Hojland scored a brace for Napoli against Juventus. Hojland is next in action when Napoli travel to Benfica in the Champions League on Wednesday. They then make the trip to Udinese on Sunday, December 14th, before facing AC Milan in the Supercoppa Italiana. Speaking after his side's win against Juventus, Conte was full of praise for his team. "The players deserve all the compliments. We can only thank them as in a moment of extreme difficulty and with so few available, we are doing incredible things," the ex-Tottenham and Chelsea manager told DAZN. Everyone who plays steps up with great character and sense of responsibility. These lads have improved so much in that sense, and it fills me with pride because they felt what we are doing, understood the difficulty of the moment, and gave remarkable responses." Napoli sit 1 point above Inter at the top of Serie A after pocking up 31 points from 14 matches. AC Milan are 3 points behind Conte's side in 3rd, while Roma are 4th and 4 points off the summit.